Hey everyone, Chris Wills here from Advisor Digital. In this week's video, I'm going to cover 3 strategies that I would absolutely implement into your advisory business that are working really well right now. The reason for this is, look, every time I do a webinar, Q&A, anyone sends me emails, asks questions, a common theme always occurs. They always ask me, or even if I get a call, what strategies are working right now? What do I need to be implementing? What's the number one thing I should do? What's the thing that works? And truth be told, there are a number of strategies that work. There's no one strategy that's going to get you all of your results in the business, right? There are a number of things that work really well, and there's a number of ways to grow your business. And it really helps to have multiple strategies on in your business at all times, right? Because what actually really hurts a lot of advisory businesses and a lot of businesses in general is over-reliance on one strategy to actually bring them consultations. Cool, referrals always happen, they're great. But other than that, a lot of people like to rely on one method. Maybe it's dinner seminars. They'll run one of those every month without fail. That's their method to generating business, and it always has been. But when that stops working, or it gets too expensive, or they have a bad run of 2 or 3 months in a row and they end up in a hole cash flow wise, all of a sudden it stops to looking as lucrative anymore, and it stops looking just as good as it did before. And that's the main thing, is you need to have another strategy, or even maybe 2 other strategies that are on at the exact same time generating business as well. If one has a bit of a poor period, the other 2 are there to pick up the slack and continue generating appointments. That's how you really build the consistency into your business that you're most likely looking for and looking to have. So all of our clients have multiple strategies in place in their business to generate clients. It's the best and most effective way to make sure that they get consistency. But if I had to boil down that question of what's actually working now, what do I need to implement? Well, here are 3 strategies that I would put in place in my business, in any business that we work with, to generate a great flow of consultations. Number 1, and I'm a big fan of this, is remarketing. So remarketing is going after your warm market, and your warm market, for most people in this financial services industry, think of that like friends, family, friends. Because when they get in the industry, they're told that's their warm market. Those are the people that know them, and those are the people that they should target to try to bring in some business. And whilst that can work at the start, you exhaust that really quickly, and it's definitely not your most effective warm market. Reason being, those people know you on a social, on a friendly basis, right? They know you as someone's son, someone's daughter, their uncle, a friend. They know of you through a family friend. They don't know you as the advisor. They don't see that savvy advisor who's built a successful practice as much. They still see, that little kid potentially or something. And that happens a lot with a lot of advisors and a lot of business people in general who go after their family or friends. So what I see that's actually your business's warm market is it has one too. And your business's warm market is anyone who's came in contact with your business before. Website visitors, maybe they filled out a form on a Facebook ad, you've got their contact info. Seminar attendees, newsletter readers, anyone who's you've got their contact information for, who's been engaged in your business before, is your business's warm market. And they've seen you as an advisor. They know you only probably as the financial advisor. And that's actually the benefit, because they get to see you as the expert, see you as the authority, and see you as an advisor. So they know you for the professional that you're trying to sell the service, and they know you for that, which is huge, right? It builds a great level of congruency in their mind about whether they should work with you or not. The other great thing is they're a really easy market to target with your advertising. It's a smaller audience, you know exactly who they are. You can email them, which is basically free. You can call them, text them, send them some gift, do live videos, record them, send them to them. Again, it's pretty much free to do. There's a lot of really low cost, high quality marketing you can get out there to educate them, to nurture them, to really focus on going, well, one of your big questions each week to yourself should be, how can I spend more time on the people who know me already in order to actually make them want to do business with me? Okay, how can I nurture them? What can I give them? What's going to help tip them over the line to becoming a client? So I always spend a lot of time on the leads that we have now, or we recommend all of our clients spend a lot of the time on the leads that they already have, and build a complete nurture remarketing plan for that. And that's one of the first things we do with them, is make sure they know exactly how to build a nurture plan so that prospects who do not become clients right now are lined up to, in 30 days, 90 days, even 2 years from now, to become clients, because they've continued to stay on top of it, keep it top of mind, and nurture them throughout the whole process until that particular prospect is ready. Number one, absolutely should be done every single day and week, is remarketing and retargeting with your leads, with your database, with anyone who's made contact with you previously at all. Then onwards from that, when you're going out to new leads, one of the most effective platforms for that is still LinkedIn. Now, LinkedIn is billed as the social media platform for business owners and professionals, and it still is that. It's very much more business driven and professional driven than Facebook's more of a family friend kind of still platform. LinkedIn has still been able to maintain that social media for business owners and professionals, and you will find a ton of great prospects that are business owners, professionals on that platform to market to. And a number of years ago, it was a super simple way to market on LinkedIn, and now it's become a little bit more complicated because so many people out there are marketing or trying to get business on LinkedIn. You need to stand out, and the easiest way that we find to stand out for any of our clients on LinkedIn is to really go in on the key. Is it's a social networking platform. So the key is to be social. So you want to be social on LinkedIn. You want to post content. Think of things that are relevant to your ideal clients. Think of things that they would care about, that would position you as the expert, would let them know that you know how to help them, and just keep putting content out there constantly to get their attention. And you absolutely, you should be building a big network. You should still be trying to get as many people in your network as possible. But by doing that, you want to then get as much content as you can out to those people. You want to lead with content. That anyone who likes the content, comments on it, engages with you, views your page, anyone who then puts signals out there that they are taking an interest in looking at you, you then want to go and actually then engage a conversation, start that up, and focus in on the prospect, and then trying to convert them into a meeting because they've already signaled to you that, hey, I'm actually checking you out, I know who you are, I've watched some of your stuff, maybe I've looked at it, and I'm interested. And then you want to take them and actually spend some time on turning them into a consultation. This is extremely effective as you build a big network, because you can actually then focus on the people solely who actually have spent some time and said who you are, know who you are, have watched some of your stuff, have spent time with you. That's huge, because if you've got a 5, 10, 15,000 person network on LinkedIn, after a while, you don't want to be trying to reach out to all of them to find out who's interested. You want the people that are interested to sort of raise their hand for you, so you know then who to spend your time with. And if they're liking, they're commenting, they're watching everything, they're raising their hand to you each and every time, saying, hey, this is good stuff, I like this. And that gives you the signal then when you message them or reach out that actually, well, they know who you are, so it's not cold anymore. And then you have that dialogue, see where they're at, and then use a way to get them into a meeting with yourself and see if they'd be a good fit and see if you can help them. And that's really how you do that consultative value first process on LinkedIn. And easily, you can be generating a couple of consultations a week doing that. And it's a really, really great way to complement and generate new leads for your remarketing and your retargeting efforts. And then finally, the third strategy that I would put in place if I was an advisor trying to put anything in place marketing wise is still, and it's probably cliche to say this, Facebook advertising. It's still the elephant in the room. The results you can generate off this platform are absolutely massive. We're seeing clients land multi-million-dollar asset clients consistently and make ROI sometimes well up over the 1,000, 1,500% on cash they collect within 30 days. And those kind of numbers are great to see, but it's became more difficult to advertise on Facebook effectively. A couple of years ago, again, like LinkedIn, you probably could have just shot out an ad and it did work that would have said, hey, are you retiring in the next year? Check this out, give us a call or enter your information here and we'll call you. And that would have worked, and that would have got consultations, that would have got clients, and people would have really made a great business out of using that as a strategy to generate clients. However, more and more people are now flocking to Facebook to advertise. People are generally and inherently, they want to deal with someone they know and they trust. So if you can't just run those kind of ads, they don't really get results anymore. The quality of the people that come through them, they tend not to answer or really take it that seriously, and they're just looking around. Again, like with LinkedIn these days, you have to really lead with value first. You want to always make sure that before someone can book a consultation with you, that they've seen some kind of content. They've learned a bit about you. They've got educated a bit. Maybe you've told them several things about taxes they didn't know or they need to consider for the retirement or for wealth growth. You've spent some time actually with them, educating them on those things. And by doing that, by giving them that extra level of education and getting to know you a little bit and understand you as a firm and feel to know you as a person, when they do then actually go on ahead and book the meeting, they're interested in working with you, they know who you are, and when you actually do the meeting with them, you get a much higher quality of prospect. So you really want to lead content first, because at financial advisory and anything in financial services, quite a lot of trust is needed there, and they want to feel to know you. It's a pretty big decision, trusting who do you put your life savings with. And going content first, really spending some time getting to know them, building that trust, is exactly how you now end up with a really, really good marketing strategy. And it also actually lowers your cost as well. So video views, engagement, people getting to watch video and learn is typically seen by Facebook as a great user experience. If they're watching your videos, they're learning more. They're not being sent off to a page to drive their information for a consultation, fill out a 10-page or 10-field form or something like that. They're getting a video. It's a great user experience that Facebook sees. The user's happy, they're happy. And what does that mean? Well, that rewards you as the advertiser with lower costs. So your costs are lower. So if you can get the videos out to more people because your costs are lower, well, you're educating more prospects, you're getting to cast a wider net, and more people are seeing your ads for less money. And then you can just show the people that actually watched your videos a way to book a consultation. You can just say, hey, I saw you were checking out our stuff. It would be great to do an initial 30-minute consultation where we'll help you do this, this, and this. And you can bring them in actually to have a consultation. But because you're only serving the ad to that small section of people who know who you are, your costs are way, way lower and your results are way better. So you want to make sure that you're educating first, and only showing the ads for consultations to people who know you and have had time around you, because it makes you look like a better advertiser. It gets you a better user experience, and Facebook likes that. And Facebook rewards that with cheaper costs. And the lower your costs are for advertising, well, the more money you can make in profit. And that's really what you want to be doing. So I would really focus on how you can actually get more profit in your advertising is by going value first. So that's how I would work on Facebook, is by looking at videos, educational content, getting videos out there, educating prospects, having them watch it, and then come in with a consultation offer and actually saying, hey, do you want to get a meeting with us? That's how these days really the best strategy results and ROI are coming from on Facebook, is by doing that. So when we do each of these strategies, right? So the remarketing going on for our current existing leads, really high ROI. We can go to LinkedIn, which also generates us new leads. It'll generate us consultations, but also can generate us new leads for our remarketing. So it's feeding the remarketing strategy that we're doing there and building that bigger nurture list of prospects. Facebook, exact same thing. We're getting more people into our nurture list, into our retargeting, whilst also generating consultations and generating clients. Those three strategies work on themselves really, really well and complement each other. And if you do them consistently, then you're going to have a really nice, consistent pipeline of prospects, of clients who are looking to do business with you. And even if they're not ready to do business with you right now, they may not be. Maybe they see the ads, they give their email, but they're not ready to become a client. They go into your remarketing funnel and your strategy there, and actually then over the next 90 days, they then decide, actually, hey, I am ready for a meeting, and this is something I really want to do because I've got to know you really well. So that's how you really got to look at the way the strategies complement each other and build a multifaceted, having several strategies there to actually generate you clients. So I hope you found this helpful. I'd absolutely go implement all three of those strategies right now into your business. Let me know what the results you get, how it works for yourself, and what kind of results you see by using those. And I hope you've enjoyed me showing you 3 strategies to implement in your business that we implement with every one of our clients. And I look forward to seeing you on next week's video. Have a great week, guys.